That's crazy.
We got Gus sends him $5. He said, did you know the type of men you want is disgusted by a strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man?
Yes.
You do know that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I also know that men who are quote unquote disgusted by it also probably enjoy it, because you can't hate something unless you love it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hate and love they are the same. They're the opposite side of the same coin. If you hate something, there's some part of you that loves it so much that it's making you so mad that you hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. So let me, do you hate, do you, most women, show of hands, y'all would kind of say, y'all wouldn't choose a broke man. You can say, I hate broke niggas, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I hate broke men.
I have no love for
how many
liars?
Yeah, no, liars is my biggest thing.
I hate, God, broke men is like, and if you ever dated them, y'all all ended those relationships, right? Now, is there any bit of love, like somewhere where you love broke men? No, you don't love broke men. I'm getting to a point.
Can I say something? Broke men love you the best, though.
Fair enough. That ain't where we at. I got you. They ain't got nothing else to do. They're broke.
But like I said, but that's what I'm saying.
They don't love you. They love the validation.
Yeah, exactly. They broke men don't actually love you. They love you because you have something that they
True. Let's get back to the point though. What we were speaking about. So you said, well, you can't hate something without loving it. Well, that isn't true, because y'all all agreed that y'all hate broke niggas and you don't love them. If you had a choice, you wouldn't choose a broke dude.
No, but everybody
if a man
here
has a
said
choice,
they dated a broke man.
That doesn't matter. They broke up with them. It ended.
Right, but at one point they loved that man enough that they did not care that he was broke. So you might hate that broke man.
And do you know why? Because women, right? You are more emotional based. So that means that a nigga can rizz you up based off of your emotions to put you in an emotional state to be like, well, forget about his bank account. He's cool. And then you'll spread your legs and let him clap cheeks.
Same thing works for
That's
men.
what happens.
Well,
men is much different. We don't care about money.
We love certain characteristics and we love the idea of their potential, not so much them, because if that was the case, then we would have stayed in that relationship.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, you said that, well, you can't hate something without love. That's nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. You women don't love broke men, because if y'all was in a relationship, y'all broke up with them. Now let's bring it back, right? Men don't like boss babe independent women, like the super chat said, and you just agreed with it. But then you said that, well, there's some love there. I could tell you and assure you, just like there's no love for you for a broke dude, there's no love for us for a woman that's independent.
Then why do y'all keep dating them?
Those are the betas, and they don't have any options.
They keep dating. All I hear, the same men that complain.
Those are the guys that you don't want.
Independent women are usually the ones that have either dated strong independent women, start dating a strong independent woman, and then try to tell her to not be a strong independent woman and make her more feminine. Got you,
but those are the guys you don't want.
The guy that I want, he's already there. God already made him. I'm not. He's already out there.
He's masculine. He's assertive. He knows what he wants. He's accomplished. Goal oriented. He's motivated. He's looking to take care of you and your kids.
Those would not be the first characteristic for the man that's mine, is that he follows God and nobody else. And when I say like he's a warrior for God,
if he's following God, he's all those things that I just said, because all of those things are good manly traits. It's always that. Everything in the Bible is about that.
Absolutely.
David, all of these people in the Bible, they all had masculine characteristic traits. There wasn't any betas. And the betas, they got taken advantage of or really didn't have a good story. And if they did, and if they was beta at a moment, well, guess what happened to him? Well, it's like Samson. Oh, beta for one chick, the chick cut his hair, he lost his powers. It's like David, beta for a moment, for a split second. Anytime a man is beta for a woman, meaning doing the most for a woman or pedestalizing the woman, he feels he gets punished for it. And the Bible tells those stories. David, he's seen a one woman out there where she was married, he killed off her husband, then he took that woman. Right. And God made him pay for that. So every story about a man being a beta, it isn't good. So I'm telling you, the man that you want, because you're talking about Bible, right? So the guy that you want will be that masculine man, a man that's assertive, dominant, has integrity. So listen to what I'm saying.
Agree, but the man.
Now you're still speaking over me. I need you to listen, right? The man that you just said, you said a Bible man. I'm telling you, that's that same man that I just explained to you, right? And I'm telling you that man doesn't want an independent woman. That wouldn't be his first choice. And if that is his first choice, he's inherently beta. Because masculinity, a masculine man, he wants a feminine woman. And a masculine man normally has options. So he's going to skip over the independent woman and get the chick that's more feminine. That suits his need. A feminine woman, if you have choices, you're going to pick a masculine man. You're not going to pick a beta, right?
I have lots of choices. I mean, so I don't put men in categories as alpha or beta like you do. So when you say like alpha or beta, like, do you mean like when they change, like, would you consider Adam when he allowed Eve to bite that apple?
Beta. He had a beta moment.
He had a beta moment. So like he wasn't leading his
No, when
household.
he bit that apple.
When he bit that,
When
so
he
he was
listened to
letting
her.
he was letting her lead him.
No,
that
no,
was
no.
his beta
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. When he bit
So
that
like
apple.
that's beta behavior.
That's beta behavior. Follow the woman.
Okay. That,
Y'all over here like, man, this dude is misogynist. Anytime a man follows a woman, it's a high probability that he's
Right.
going to get burnt.
So the way I look at most people is the way that God looks at everybody. Like, I already believe that everybody is at their highest, even if they're not. Because, like, that's how I feel like you should see somebody already. Because you don't want to treat them less than that. If that makes sense. So, like, when you say beta or alpha, I feel like you're kind of like, what would like a beta man
Well, that's
be?
the
So like
reason
if
why.
I have to lead the man, those are beta men, right? Because I know
Yeah.
lots of men, like when you say to me a group of men would be capable of like building something, I can see like there's flashes of men that I'm like they would be so lost without some type of direction.
Got you. Well, think about what you just said, right? You said, well, me, I kind of look at everyone as always as their highest self.
No,
And
like as in like
that's what you just said.
right, like as in like to like how what would I say like
You project whatever you have in yourself. You look at that person that didn't have that in them too.
like I don't want to like when you say I guess when you think of like beta or alpha, I'm thinking of
I'm
like,
using your words. Forget that. You talking about higher self.
No, I mean like highest self. Like I look at you as like the best. Like you are like God's perfect child.
That's how you look at them when you first meet them, and
First
then
meet them out the gate. Like I don't.
then
know
based off how they convey yourself to them, then you start deducting points.
I don't usually deduct points. It's usually just like I take stock of someone. I wish you the best, and like either we hang out, we don't hang out. I don't usually like deduct points. That's,
Yeah, not
that's God.
consciously, but subconsciously. You
Yeah,
do.
no, you do. You do
Well,
all
if
the
I'm
time.
subconsciously judging somebody else, there's a reason for that. That it's something in me that's judging them.
Hey, I don't believe that is true. I don't believe anything you just said is true. I think that you judge people right off the bat before even looking at them, their highest self. Because if a dude slides in your DMs or a dude approaches you, well, if you're not attracted to him, it don't matter if they're their highest self. He's 5'4". You're just not attracted to him.
Right, I'm not mean to him though. I'm not.
That
like,
isn't about
any
being mean
less
to him.
of
Of
a
course,
person
you're still
to him.
gonna. I believe when you say, if you would have said that I treat people
Yeah.
as their highest self, that's
Oh,
different than treating.
Right.
But looking
Oh,
at
when
someone,
you mean in a relation, physically looking at someone. Well, I don't take like, if I'm like gonna date a man, I would physically take his like looking, but like
Yeah.
we're just like meeting and like a casual setting.
my point is that when men court you, women generally speaking, and
Men
you
don't really know how to
all-
court anymore.
I got you. All women, when they are being courted by a man, you look to disqualify the man. You don't look to qualify him. So you look for things that is wrong in the man. So if he is your type and he's very attractive, he's tall, whatever your type is, he comes up and he's like, hey, baby girl, what's up? You're going to be like, ew, disqualified, or he just says the wrong thing. Disqualified, so you always look to disqualify. Women always look to disqualify men. Men are different. We look to qualify a woman. She could have a butter face. Everything look good, but her face. Qualified, she could say all the wrong things. Don't matter. Even if her breath's stinking a little bit, it's like, and maybe it just stunk that one time. I'm gonna give her another chance, though. Let's give her another chance, right?
One more chance.
One more chance. One more
One more
chance.
chance.
So
One more
what
chance.
I'm saying is, men look to qualify the traits in a woman when they're courting women and stuff, and women look to disqualify men. So with that being said, I would say that men are the true romantics.
Are you speaking generally?
We're always speaking in general.
Hey, listen, men are the
romantic.
ladies. What do y'all think about that? Actually, let's go around with this. This is a good question. And chat, I see y'all in here going crazy. Let's start with you with this couch. Get this couch involved. Who do you think are the real romantics, men or women? And explain your reasoning.
Who are the real romantics?
Who's more romantic, men or women?
Damn, why is the spotlight on me? Okay.
Don't
hear me?
keep it no
Yeah,
fugazi.
you good.
Okay, so I would typically say I'm gonna have to go with the men. I would have to say men are more romantic.
Okay, and why?
Because women, I feel like we typically just do things because we would want somebody to do those things for us. I feel like men do something romantic because they actually truly want to do it for that person, not because they want it done for them.
Okay, she thinking on this couch. What's your name again?
Shy.
Shy.
Yeah.
Shy thinking. Okay, we got a thinker. That's not to say I wasn't thinking, but I like your answer.
Deeper into that, because
ahead,
when
get
we
deeper.
see something like on social media, let's say, like when we see the balloons and the flowers and the rose petals, oh, we want somebody to do that for us, so
Yeah.
maybe let's do that for them first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like men just do it just to do it because they actually want to. You won't see a man like doing something like, oh well, I want somebody to do this for me, so let me do it. Or let me bring up, like we typically bring up the ideas like, oh babe, like I kind of want to go here.
Okay.
Like we throw out hints. You don't really see men throw out hints like that.
Fair enough. What about you? Who's the real romantic, men or women?
I think like men.
Okay.
The reason being is just because like.
Let me fix your mic a little bit.
Okay. Here. I think men, just because I feel like it's more so in their nature to try to win over the woman. So I feel like they'll go out of their way to like want to please her or like, you know, make her happy, make her smile. And I feel like that makes them happy. Like pleasing their woman makes them happy. So I feel like they'll go out of their way to like do things for the woman.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, I was going to say women.
Okay.
Just
Go ahead and
'cause
say it with your
I
chest.
feel like we're more thoughtful into the things that we do.
Can you give an example of
Yeah.
thoughtful things that women do?
Like, if you actually listen to a man, he'll let you know what he like. He'll let you know, the things that he enjoys or things like that. So when it comes to like that time, I feel like women put their thought into it more than a man would.
So
why y'all never listen to a man when he be like, stop posting them thirst traps?
I don't know who y'all
Yeah.
is, but it
I'm
ain't
speaking
me.
in general.
Oh,
See?
that's their way of thinking.
You gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
that's something that
Why
they don't
y'all
wanna
never
do.
listen to a man when he be like, no single girl trips?
I agree.
Why y'all never
With
listen
that,
to a man
though.
when he be like, stay in the house? You doing too much. Cook me some food.
I stay in the
Please.
house.
Nah, please.
Where's my hot plate?
Okay.
But I
Okay.
just think
get you a
women are more
four-course meal.
thoughtful, and
That is true.
if you actually listen,
Okay.
you put more thought.
let me ask you one question. So who does more romantic things for their partner, the man or the woman?
Generally.
In general, not you personally, just
Yeah.
in general.
And ladies, that's the key thing. Y'all don't got to speak about yourselves. Let's keep it all in general.
Yeah.
I mean, after hearing what they had to say, it makes sense
Okay.
with the man because they don't really give to get.
Okay. So
Type
you
of
learned
thing.
something today. Good. What about you?
I think in today's society, romance is pretty much dead. I'm like a hopeless romantic, but I like deep passion, like old school romance. And I think people find things romantic now, like, oh, he sent me a good morning text message or something. But I think men can be romantic if they truly actually love the woman they're with. If they are with a woman that's kind of like that placement holder or that woman who they're with when they're ready to settle down, or they don't really
Yeah.
like the woman they're with, they don't put in as much effort. But if a man like truly really likes the woman he's with, he's super, super romantic.
So who would you choose? Man or woman?
I don't know. I don't know, because I think they both can be, because women can be too. Like she said, women are really intentional. Like I know I am. Like some women like to do cute things all the time.
AK
but-
to your head, and you had to choose man or woman. Who you choosing?
Oh, AK to my head, and I had to choose.
Yeah, that's a machine gun.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Crooks got it
Thank
aimed
the
at you. Who you
Lord
choosing?
For this man who told me what the gun was. Gun to my head, who's more romantic?
Yeah.
Neither.
All right, chat. We about to turn up a little bit. You know when the glasses come on.
Put them on, man. You
Put
should have
the
put them
glasses
on.
on.
Honestly, you kind of late putting them on,
Kind of
bro.
late putting them on. Let's
kinda
put the
late.
shades on. So look, everybody on
Should've been
Facebook, we
on.
about to close down a Facebook stream. We about to have more deeper conversations, and it's about to get a little bit more wild. So we gonna finish up this topic and get into some other stuff. But everyone on Facebook, we already got 8,000 views on Facebook. So come on over to YouTube. And that's No Fugazi Podcast on YouTube. We are closing down a Facebook stream now. So come on over to YouTube. Let's see.
I got mad.
All right. So what about you, Grace? Who's more romantic, the man or the woman?
I think the men are.
Okay.
Because, like,
Why?
to me, like, well, not to me. I think the whole world knows, but men, like, are the provider. So, like, at least for me, when I'm with a man, he would make more money than me. So he's going to be the one taking me out, buying me stuff. Like, yeah, women can do that, but men do it more often because they are making more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. All right. What about you?
It's subjective to me. Gun to my head, I would choose men.
Okay. And why?
But I feel like it's subjective because women are romantic.
I got a question for you real quick.
Yes.
Maybe to help you logically think about this.
Okay.
If women got the men that they truly wanted and men got the woman that they truly wanted, who would be more romantic? So it's an even playing field of who they want, who would naturally be more romantic, who would...
But that's why I say it's subjective, because the women would be romantic because of their craving of intimacy, right? So if you feel safe as a woman and you feel nurtured and you get all of the things that
You think
want,
women crave more intimacy than...
No, I don't say
men?
that they crave it more. I'm saying that they prioritize it more. We prioritize it more. So a man can provide all of these things for us, but if there's no intimacy, if there's no connection, if there's no safety, if there's any of those things that we generally crave as women, we're locked out. And then that kind of turns off that romanticism. On the other hand, with men, we know that men are hunters. So when you want a woman or you have that connection with a woman, you're going to go to the end of the earth to get her, impress her, and then that's where that romantic side comes into where I feel like men are more romantic in that way, because y'all are going to go to the end of the earth to get what you want.
Now, I see you said the positives on both sides on how both men and women can be romantic to one another. Now, if you had to look at it in its whole totality, who would be the one that's romancing the other one more?
Men.
Okay, got it. All right, good question. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.